So for this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at that new Marvel Select Apocalypse figure. This was definitely a character I wanted to get, as I feel the size will still work pretty well with my main Marvel Legends collection, and the figure itself overall looks super dope. The accessories look really cool, and I'm just very excited to own this figure. Obviously, we got the standard Marvel Select box here. On the side, we got a shot of the figure. On the back, we got another dope shot of the figure itself and a little bio. You can pause and read that if you're interested. Nothing much on this side, just more of the blister and kind of seeing what's going on inside the box. I think that's more or less it for the box itself, so let's just open the figure up already, bro. Let's open that sucker up already, bro. Let's open that sucker up already, bro. Okay, so getting this figure outside of the box, there is already a couple things that I'm not really vibing with, not gonna lie. It's kinda making the figure not as dope as it looks. But before we jump into the actual figure, I think we'll take a look at the accessories first and then go over articulation and stuff. First up here, we got this blue mace. Very dope, can't really go wrong with that. I guess if anything, some silver dry brushing would look pretty dope over top of that. There is this little claw hand. There's no articulation to it, it's just a solid piece, but it still looks cool. You can probably get a figure actually able to grip onto that part. There you go, so that kind of opens up some different poses. And next up here, there is this drill hand as well. Again, no articulation, it's just a solid piece, but it is still a very dope accessory that it came with the figure. Next up, it does come with the pamphlet, as most of the selects do. Let's take a look and see what Marvel Selects got cooking lately. Alright. Pretty cool. And then that Taskmaster looks pretty dope. Got some more on the back here. I didn't even know they made Taskmaster. He looks pretty sick. I guess jumping into the figure here, I will go over quickly what I'm not messing with so far when it comes to this figure. These cables kind of suck, not gonna lie. They do not port out at the bottom here. They're stuck like this, and because of the way that they're sculpted, having the arm kind of posed anywhere else, I guess it's not the worst thing, but it does kind of limit a little bit of where the arms can go. And it's not very pliable itself. There's already like stress marks I can see at the base, and that is kind of concerning. As like, you're gonna want to pose this guy around, and obviously the cable snapping would suck. And outside the box, there's a lot of restriction when it comes to bending these elbows, and I do not want to snap the figure at all. I might have to heat up his arms before bending any of the joints, just because, like I said, I don't want the figure to snap. Because if the figure snaps, then I'm going to snap, and no one wants that. But let's take a quick look here. The hands kind of come out fairly easily there. We'll throw in the extra accessory. Okay. Little tight getting that sucker in there. Alright, that looks cool. Man, the sculpt on this figure looks so dope, but because the arms are just really fighting me, it's kind of making the experience of this figure not as dope as it should be, bruh. I'll jump into articulation pretty quickly here. I'll probably wait and heat up the arms till after this video. Jumping in here though, the head is on a ball joint. He won't look too far up. That's mostly due to the way that the figure is sculpted, having this neck piece at the back. He'll look down a good amount, which is cool. He can look down at his enemies. There is kind of the left and right if you get his chin over that neck piece there. Maybe not as much movement as you'd want, but you can do it. You can do it. When it comes to the arms here, I'll stick out to about 90 there. They'll kind of go down some. There is the upper bicep swivel. There is the single jointed elbow, but it's just not moving for me. Genuinely, I recommend heating up the arms. It ain't budging. But at the top here, there is a diaphragm joint. Figure ASMR here now. Oh my goodness. There's also the waist joint. See, these chords, low-key, kind of, they ain't it. The legs, whoa, they kick out very far. That's insane. They will kick forward. There is the upper thigh here. Ooh, single jointed knee, which is a little stressy to bend. There is no boot rotation. Doesn't really feel like it. There might be, and it's just not moving. And when it comes to the feet, there is pivot down. You can go up. Oh, we got the swivel underneath the boot there. And there is ankle pivot as well, so that works pretty well with the feet. Getting the figure standing up there. He is sitting at 9 inches tall or so. Here is Hasbro's 80th anniversary Hulk figure. Another X-Men villain there. We got Sabretooth. Damn, they look really dope next to each other. Next up, we got Wolverine, who is rightfully as short as he could be. We got Rogue. We got Cable and Cyclops, who is on the Bucky Cap mold to see the scaling there. We got a Marvel Select Iron Man figure. And just for some other size comparisons, we got a McFarlane DC Batman, as well as a bootleg NECA Donatello. Something I just realized, when it comes to swapping out the hands actually need to come out. You'll need this part, and that is where you will add the extra hands. Then the forearm itself will get thrown on there. Yeah, not gonna lie, these wires, they suck. They're already gonna snap off. You're not really gonna get any poses with the arms up like this. Like having him swing the mace over his head, it's not really gonna work. Which kind of sucks, because the sculpt of this figure is so cool. I want to like pose him around and play around with the figure, but because these suck, bruh, you can see there is, like, they want to snap off. They're gonna, like, maybe if they do snap off, I will customize them, find a different material that's more pliable that can reach up there and port into that, just because you're not really going to be able to bring this all the way up here without obviously it tearing. And when it comes to the elbows, it's like there's no give. You really need to heat up this figure before moving him around. I guess with all that being said, I wish I liked this figure more than I did. I genuinely was so excited to pick up this figure. This is the only Apocalypse figure I own in my collection. It was either going to be try and find a Apocalypse bath for cheap, or come across the Select one. And I came across the Select one first, so I picked this one up, obviously, for my X-Men display. And it's really underwhelming. And that just kills me to say, because he looks so dope. The head sculpt, it is so mean looking. It works so well. It's got that classic comic book look to him. He looks imposing, but you just can't pose the guy. This is my 13th reason, bruh. Does anyone know if the Marvel Legends version of the wire is a better material? Or is there any customizers out there that sell something? I feel like a metal chain-esque thing would be kind of cool to go between the middle there. I'm definitely going to have to be on the hunt to look for something that could actually be put there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's going to be all for this video. Genuinely, I'm leaving this video a lot less excited for this figure than I want it to be, bruh! He's, like, look at it! He's just holding Wolverine like it's nothing. He's actually stable enough to do that. And the arms don't move, though. Oh, you want to move the arms? Nope. He hitting that Frankenstein shit. He got that Wow, do I do good? He posed good? No, he's not posed good. I can't move his arms. The arms is killing me, bruh. Why is terrible suck? Do not. Arms don't bend, nothing. But he's so. I want to like this figure so much more than I just. Yeah. So take that into consideration if you do not own an Apocalypse figure, and if it's a debate to pick up the select one. I do genuinely think it's a really cool figure. I think 80% of the figure is pretty cool. Head down to the little toesies, pretty good. The little 20% over here, yikes. It's really bringing down this figure. It has the swappable hands and everything, and they fumble the arms. And it looks so cool. Man, Marvel Select, you always gotta do this to me. I'll get you for the figures that are bigger, so they can go in my Marvel Legends collection. And you just always gotta get me with the articulation. I gotta end this video now, bro. I've been screaming out this figure for too long. Homie really hit that everything they've built will fall into the ashes of their... He ain't building shit with these arms, bruh.
Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.